Mr. What presents American Multitudes. Today I will present to you the Twin Dimensions, a brand new band in San Francisco playing an amazing psych rock, indie rock. Reminds me a lot of what I used to listen to in the 80s, Brit rock bands like Red Lorry, Yellow Lorry, The Stranglers, things like that. We're going to hear it from the horse's mouth. Twin Dimensions. Hey, welcome to the show, you guys.
Hello,
Thank you.
Your occasion today is monumental. It's the release of your new album. Not, if you want to show it to the camera there.
Sure.
Not the white album. Not yet.
Not yet.
But a pre-pressing.
Yes, this is a test pressing. So when you get a record pressed, they send you a few of these, and they ask you to listen to it at home on your turntable at your house and make sure that everything sounds perfect. And then you give them the go-ahead, and then they make hundreds of them.
Cool.
Thousands. Millions.
And when is that release coming out and available to the public? What does anyone need to do to get a hold of what's hot and coming off the presses?
It comes out probably in October on vinyl. We're shooting for October, but you can actually listen to it now and download it now on our Bandcamp
and
site.
pre-order now.
And pre-order this. So you can go to Bandcamp, our Bandcamp page, and I think you have the visual there, yeah?
Right, that's it. Very generous Bandcamp. I was able to listen to the album on heavy rotation all day today.
What?
No-
Beautiful sound, beautiful sound.
Did you buy it?
I was hoping you'd give me a pressing, but
with actual
bring the
artwork
extras.
when we have it, we'll pass it on, yeah.
That's
and,
weird because we did press the select button that basically you have to put a nickel into a jar and send it to us after like every 50th listen or something like that.
Well, I'll make a pledge to get one of those, but mostly I also want to see you guys live tomorrow. Tomorrow at the Knockout.
We might be able to get you in.
Yes.
That'd be quite amazing.
We might know somebody. Yeah.
I want to mention that right off the bat, tomorrow this band has a show, early show, 5 to 9 p.m. It's a mini festival, I guess. There's 4 bands.
It is.
Well,
Yeah.
And,
Well, Woodstock got canceled for the 50th, so
That's right.
you got to do
Good
something,
point.
man.
So it's at the
point.
Knockout, which is pretty much where Mission and Valencia intersect. If you haven't been there, it's a great old school San Francisco dive bar. Tell us a little bit more about the lineup, Brock.
I guess nature brought us together. It's one of those kind of chance sort of situations in sort of the whole formation of the band. I had been writing some songs probably like, I don't know, over the last 5 years or something, 5 years ago. Just kind of doing stuff on my own in between projects. And I just happened to run into Robin's girlfriend, who I had known previously, and we just struck up a conversation. We hadn't seen each other in a while, and I was like, yeah, I'm looking to do some music again. And she's like, oh, great, my boyfriend is looking to play. And so he was a drummer, and we met up, and we struck up a pretty quick, bond on music and other ideas and things like that. We talked about a lot of different things,
So when that meeting occurred, you were not currently playing at all?
No, not actively in a band. It was more like just writing stuff at home and recording it, just on my computer, and just basically demoing stuff for any future possibilities. But
So you found Robin,
yeah.
and then you guys started playing drums and guitar for a little bit, or did Michael come right in the mix?
No, it was a few months actually. We took a little while to kind of find the right person, and 'cause we had tried, a couple of different options and things. We just, chemistry is an interesting thing in a band, and you kind of like realize pretty quickly, how things are gonna go when you play with other people. And then a friend of ours, Nikki, had recommended Michael, and Michael and I had met. Actually, he interviewed my previous band for a blog that he does or did.
Yeah. Defunct.
Yeah, now defunct, sadly.
yeah.
But
That was the name of the blog.
Defunct, yeah. Is it a defunct band, or that was the name of the band?
No, the blog, it was just like a Bay Area bands blog, and we basically, me and the guy who set it up together, used it as a vehicle to meet other bands so that our band would be able to make more connections and play more shows. But then we started doing it and we realized that it was just a lot of fun to do it. So I think like the third or the fourth band they interviewed was the band that he was in. It's called Skystone, and there may have been some beers involved,
I think there were a few. Yes.
and we hit it off and decided that.
Do you still have ulterior motives? What
Yeah.
are you doing?
Yeah,
Yes,
what's
this is
happening?
all a ruse.
What's this all about?
This is all a ruse.
Yeah, but we had a pretty drunken interview, and then I just remember like we had a good time, and when our mutual friend, he played in a cover band with Nikki actually, and she was like, "Why don't you ask Michael? He'd be perfect," and blah blah blah. And so we had him come down, and it was like instantaneous. We're like, we like this guy, he plays well. We asked him to shave his beard. He said no. But other than that, we thought he was a fit right away.
We compromised on the
We
beard.
compromised on the beard.
And Nikki will actually be at the show tomorrow.
Yeah.
The person who was the catalyst for us getting together is playing in Debased, and they're opening the show.
So she's in one of the other bands.
Yes.
And to come back to my first question, so what's the glue between this lineup tomorrow? Is there just friends and family, or is there like a certain style where each band is either extremely different or each band is sort of in the same vein of rock?
These are all people that we've played with before at other shows.
So cross-pollination of the bands.
Yeah, basically.
And a good time to show up at the Knockout would be 5 o'clock, 5:30, to see you guys specifically.
Doors open at 5. First band will start at 5:30. So be there. Get
And
there
that's
early.
Debased.
Yeah.
Yeah, Debased is kicking it off. They'll be doing their 80 Pixie songs in like 30 minutes or something.
Yeah,
And,
they're a Pixies tribute.
yeah, they're a tribute band, and so don't be surprised when you're like, I know this song. Yeah, they're very good though, so you should come early, and they do a fantastic job of recreating some pretty difficult guitar parts, drum parts, vocal parts, bass parts. Makes you actually realize how good the Pixies are. So.
And your guitar sound on the new album is awesome. I was really
Nice segue.
excited with the fullness of the sound, the coherence between the songs. It's nearly like a concept album, and how every song sort of fits in and brings a different element, but sort of flows from the one to the next. It's got these trippy elements. It reminds me of some moments of I want to say Oasis or The Cult in the voice sometimes.
Really?
So really awesome album. I recommend that you guys at least check in on the Bandcamp, and if you really dig it, then sign up for the vinyl, and the vinyl will be out in the fall. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah. So you can like give a little bit of money and download the record, or you can give a little bit more money and pre-order the vinyl. And of course, when the record comes out, and you can buy it at shows.
Yeah.
All right,
well.
and just to give a little bit of a taste to the flavors of that album. A brand new video. I'm not sure if it's even on YouTube yet.
It is.
Nope.
We haven't put it up yet.
No, this is
So
this
here
is
it
a
is.
World premiere.
world premiere.
Mr. Wah presents.
Yes.
Of Rome.
There we go.
Robin, you made a lot of this video assembly.
Yeah. I mean, the footage is really shot in various spots around the world. Oddly enough, it sounds funny to say that, but
Jet setter.
it kind of ties into the theme of the song of having kind of roamed the universe and sort of taken it all in and sort of a play on things there. So
And
yeah.
real great sound again. So cool imagery, and this is fresh off the press. We have a vinyl, we have Bandcamp site, no CD. So which forms of distribution are you guys choosing?
Well, distribution, that's sort of the next step. Once we've got the actual records, probably going to start making some, outreach to specific places, see if actual distribution places will carry it. But it's pretty much going to be us, for the most part, distributing it. We're pretty much doing this all ourselves. It's a very much homegrown effort, and a lot of pride because of that, I guess.
But in this day and age, the songs are online on Bandcamp. One can listen to them quite easily. What is the hope and the motivation? Is it important that people click buy for you guys, general feel, or does it mean something, or it doesn't really matter, just doing it because you love the music?
I mean,
and that's what you do.
I think part of people's motivation to purchase music now from an independent artist is just to show appreciation for it and try to be supportive in some way. And I mean, that's what I do all the time. If I go out and see somebody at a small bar or club in town and just want to really, you appreciate what they're doing in some way or another, and you just kind of like pitch in, and hopefully people buy the record and want to hear it again and again. And I think for us too, like all of us really appreciate vinyl still. I mean, that's never really faded for me,
Right.
I mean, it obviously went down and now there's a huge trend up again, but I think all of us sort of never gave up on listening to records. It just
absolutely.
seems like the way to produce it.
So
and
still
have
the
artwork.
sound quality, the object, the artwork,
Yeah.
all that pleasure.
Yeah, I mean, the pleasure of like putting it on and mixing it with other records. Still,
You get to read the cereal box while you eat your cereal.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I like, the tactileness of it, the fact that you can, I used to say, I've worked in record stores quite a bit. Being a musician seems to work out pretty well, but the tactileness of it, I used to say that you can't hug a CD. Vinyl has always been very precious in that way, I guess, it's sort of artifact, you're documenting it. When we were talking about recording, it was very, I think, important to us to document it and that this was our first effort, and that we wanted to have a physical manifestation of it, and that it be something tangible, as that you could take with you, as far as you'd be able, because we obviously know that people stream the way that they do, and generally, to go kind of answer your other question, is most people do feel like sort of they understand that sort of equation, that a lot of music doesn't get made by itself, and that that they
Right.
pay for it and support it in that way.
But a great way to support is at this point to come see the band live. So
Oh yeah, of
again,
course.
tomorrow, Saturday the 24th of August at the Knockout. There's another gig coming up in Pacifica in September. Is that the only two scheduled at the moment?
As confirmed, yeah.
But stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Stay tuned, 'cause we'll have
keep
more.
Keep your ears
Always.
pressed to the ground,
Right.
because there will be some a release party show happening some point in the very near future. So we've just got to get that kind of locked in.
Yeah, when we actually have records to sell, we're going to throw a big party. And
How many pressings are of this album here?
Copies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
666.
Nice number.
No, I'm just kidding. It's less than that. I think we're getting around 250. Because the nice thing is, like, when you make a record, it's like a big metal stamper, basically. Like a stamp, like when you stamp like Void or something. It's
Right.
basically it's that. So they have that metal piece, and if you want more, you just call them up and they just run more. So if we need more, they're available pretty much on demand. Takes about a month, but they can send them to you.
But it's only the first pressing that's going to have a special little personalized
Yes.
gift inside.
Yes.
Yes. So
Yeah.
Get
Or
the-
some
The
some
budget
quantity therein.
Yeah.
The budget didn't
Maybe
allow
like
us to make a gold-plated disc for you, but we were kind of contemplating a couple of different directions on what special perks.
They're going to be like a Cracker Jack box.
Yeah, everyone will have a little something unique.
And if we were to wish you the very best with the band, like what is your aspiration with the post-album life of Twin Dimensions? Would you guys like to tour the country, the world? Do you guys have no bandwidth for that? You're happy to play San Francisco? What is the best wish our audience could throw your way?
World domination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, the best way to do it is first you become a San Francisco band, and then you become a Bay Area band, and then you become a Northern California band, and then you become a West Coast band.
God, that's a lot of levels.
Like Donkey Kong, a little bit, step by step, ladder. Donkey
I'm
Kong.
thinking we should move to Portugal and become a Portuguese band.
Yeah.
Move to Porto.
Porto.
And
We're a
become
Porto
really
band.
big in Galapagos. And,
Yeah, lots of iguanas will appreciate. I mean,
It is
They love
iguana.
rock.
It's iguana music.
It's
Iguana rock.
music, Yeah,
That's right.
iguana. There we go.
Yeah.
Iguana rock.
That's
what we'll
the
call
way
it.
we-
Yeah.
and how do you feel with this Bandcamp platform? Does it serve you, or does it sort of shoot you in the foot and you just have to bite the bullet?
Well, no, actually,
it's-
I think it's been fantastic actually so far.
So
I was just going to
distribution,
also just like chime in enthusiasm
so
for it.
immediate distribution is a freedom. No.
Yeah.
I think in a particular in the scenario that we are being sort of like sort of motivated to do this thing, kind of keep the momentum of our project going. We wanted to kind of, do this. Bandcamp makes a lot of sense for someone like us right now. It's just almost as if like I couldn't have created a better situation. I mean, I know that there's not every platform is perfect. There'll probably be some, hurdle down the road perhaps, but I don't foresee it right now. But yeah, I think I like the freedom of it. It's really you're not answering to anyone else.
Yeah.
You're basically driven by your own devotion to put out the thing that you want to put out. The piece of art that you're looking to put out. So,
Perfect.
yeah.
It's a crucial first step, because then from there, we're going to be on Spotify and we're going to be on YouTube, because that's how people listen to music. And there are people who listen to records and like listen to vinyl exclusively, but I mean, almost everybody I know who listens to vinyl also streams
Right.
music. So
So
it's
world domination first, and then
Sure.
a specific.
And then we'll play your
payoff
backyard next
second.
week.
yeah, exactly.
Great. So our show is coming to an end. We're gonna listen to a Phantom Buzz.
Phantom Buzz.
Another premiere.
I
Today.
do want to mention. Oh yeah, but I do want to mention too. The date for the upcoming show after this one tomorrow is September 14th at Winter's Tavern in Pacifica. So also check that out. It'll be with
Very cool.
two bands, Jupiter Noise and High Card Drifters.
Keep an eye on their Facebook page, Twin Dimensions, on their Instagram. Thank you for coming right before your last rehearsal before tomorrow's big show. Again, I hope everyone shows up tomorrow early at the Knockout, and we're gonna finish up with another video premiere of
World video
the new
premiere.
album.
Right.
Let's do
2 in
it.
1
You're
show. Look
getting
at
a
this.
2 for 1, man.
Love times infinity, yet a love that you cannot feel. And when the blind shall lead, in the darkness that roll your bones underneath the sea, for you to find eternally when there comes a dawn, in the bells forever on. Locked into a trance, your secret twin right in your hands, in your mirrored palm. Your aquarium brings you calm when you're swiping right. Does your leash pull you in tight when you turn me on?